Hey everyone, it's Benny the Finance Dog. Welcome to my channel. Today, as we do every Sunday, we'll be giving a preview of the upcoming week in the markets and going over the charts for SPY, QQQ, and Apple. As always, let's begin with the economic calendar for the week. Last week we had inflation data coming out, so this week's pretty mild in terms of economic reporting, middle of the month. We do get some sales figures, but other than that, we really only have the FOMC minutes from the July meeting coming out at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday, and of course the jobs numbers on Thursday leading into Friday. So kind of a quiet week. FOMC minutes as well as just inflation data has had less and less of an impact as we go on and the Fed continues to telegraph their moves. So I don't foresee any major, moves coming from the minutes being released on Wednesday, though we may see a lower trading volume in that 10 o'clock hour leading up to it. So if you are trading on Wednesday, to me, that would be more of like a scalp day to get in and out of your plays before 10 a.m. Pacific time, because things tend to die down as people await the minutes and any potential move that would come from that, however small, in my opinion. Other than that, we do have earnings season coming to a close with 175 companies reporting on Monday, 50 companies reporting on Tuesday, and then it kind of slows down after that. Some of the big names for this week, we have Home Depot reporting before open on Tuesday, and then Target, TJ Maxx reporting as well. So be looking to some retail numbers from them as well as from Walmart before the close of the week. Shouldn't see anything massive happening in earnings, but we're wrapping up earnings season here with this week. So again, shout out Earnings Whispers for putting together this clear and easy chart for everyone to read. So pretty calm week in terms of data reporting, things of that nature. Though let's click over to the charts to see where we have some opportunity in today's market. So starting as always with SPY, we've had a couple of down weeks. As we can see, the month here has still created a higher low, which is indicative of more of a pullback, but we have also created a lower high, which is indicative of a potential reversal. I've been calling for this pullback for weeks here, so this is not a surprise that, after 5 straight months of gains and 6 out of 7 being green for the market, we are finally having a pullback. August and September, historically some of the worst months for the stock market. So we did break underneath this 446 level that you see drawn here, but we remained above the 445. So a big watch for me this week is to see if we do get under that 445. If we do, I'll be looking for a somewhere between 438, 440 bounce, some type of bounce there. If we do break under that, if we break to the upside on at least this monthly chart, we'd like to reclaim that 446 level in an effort to move higher. If we click over to the weekly, same kind of thing here. You can just see it a little bit more clearly. Last week we had bounced off that 446, and this week we actually closed underneath that level. Buyers did step up to kind of prop it up, but we got as low as 443. So if that does happen again and we do truly break that 445 level, I'd be looking for a bounce closer to 438, but definitely below 440 as a major psych level. It's going to keep on watch for SPY here. Clicking over to QQQ, same kind of story here. We finally broke out of that pattern of, week of gains, week of loss, week of gains, week of loss, week of gains, week of loss. And as we can see here, we have created a lower high, but still a higher low, similar to what's happening with SPY. So that 360 level is a high one on watch. If we do break that, we could go all the way down to 350, though there was likely some levels in between that we would bounce off of, but we can already have given back basically everything we've gained since late June. So 360 is on watch. 365, if we do break that, I'd be looking for 360 puts. If you're playing something on a weekly level, and just want to swing it throughout the week. If we break below the 360 level, could be looking at 357 on an eventual route to 355, and somewhere between that 350 level is where I would be truly looking for a bounce. Clicking over to Apple. Apple has been kind of leading the charge here on a downtrend. Super strong down move what we see on this monthly, lower highs and lower lows after 7 straight months of gains. This is kind of called for, been calling for it personally. And on this monthly chart, we can see that 175 level held. So we'd like to see that continue to hold. If it does break down, we could be coming down to 169, 168 before we get any type of bounce. That would be a massive move in 1 month to basically be down 15% from its highs, right? Because basically all-time high is at 200 to get down to 170. That'd be a $30 drop or 15%. So if we do get that much of a correction in August, that would be surprising. It may split it between August and September, and then a 15% drop would be a little bit more reasonable in that time. So maybe a bounce off 175. If we click over to the weekly chart, we can see that 175 level previously was a good resistance, so now it can turn into support. If we do break that, we have additional support down in this 169, 170 range. That would be my target. If we break 175, I'd be looking for maybe 169, 168 puts, or I guess they'd be 167.50 puts to swing for the week or 2 weeks out. If we do break that 175 level and do not get a bounce. If we do get a bounce, we could come back and test 180. I doubt we get higher than that, but 180 would be my level to the upside to test. So hopefully this helps you in your trading this week to kind of go over the levels and the macro events. If it does, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also share with a friend who might also need to do their own research. You know, obviously we all want to do well and sharpen our skills together. So if we're all just sharing data and looking at the same charts and identifying similar levels, then we know confluence amongst traders is generally a good sign. But those are my levels, and hopefully they help. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, like and subscribe for more content. Woof woof.